Hello everyone, welcome to Club Rackets. We've got two new badminton rackets to show you today. The Yonex Astrox 88. There's the skill version, which comes in emerald green, and the dominate version, which comes in ruby red. Now these are designed for doubles players like Kevin and Marcus, the world #1 pair at the moment. There's one version, the skill, that's for the front court player, and one version, the dominate, that's for the rear court player, and you can almost guarantee that they will be using these at the All England in a few days time. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is the skill. Okay, so Yonex have tried to make the rackets different from each other so they're good for each player in the doubles pair. Alright, so the first one, the skill racket, is emerald green. Okay, you can see it's got green on one side, black on the other. Okay, frame shape's the same, unlike the Juras, just like the Astrox 77. So the skill racket is meant to be quick around the front. So to do that, what they've done is they've made a longer shaft on this model, which reduces the air resistance, and they've also made it a little bit shorter than the dominate, which I'll show you in a minute. The top of the frame here on the skill has a flex point just down here, which allows a little bit of bend on the hit, just allows the front court player to hold the shuttle and control it at the front of the court. Okay, so the second one is the dominate, the Astrox 88 dominate. Okay, so if you're more of a player who likes to hit from the back of the court, you're going to enjoy the dominate a little bit more. Okay, so this one's got the ruby red on one side and a black on the other. Okay, just show you the Astrox 88 writing on the back there. Okay, so with this one, it's got a slightly shorter shaft and it's got a flex points apparently up here. Okay, which just allows maximum energy transfer to the shuttle, and also it's a little bit longer. So if we get the two rackets together and let's put them equal at the bottom, you can see that the red dominate racket is just a little bit longer. Okay, now all of these changes of the flex point and the size of the shaft and the length of the racket in two rackets that essentially weigh the same amount is to make the dominate just a little bit harder hitting and the skill a little bit quicker. So we'll see how that goes when we test it on court. So it's time to get them strung up and have a go. Right, so we've all had a hit with the new Yonex Astrox 88s now, and just like the 77s before them, they're very solid rackets on the hit. The new NAMD graphite performs extremely well, very solid feeling. They are the same weight, but they give a very different hitting experience for the two. So they have managed to make two very different rackets. So personally, I prefer the Astrox 88D. It gives a very good hit from the back, very steep smash, and it seems to pull through the shuttle very quickly and give you a good solid hit. I like the 88S as well. It's very quick around the front of the court and it gives a really clean, crisp hitting feel. But for me, as someone who's a bit of a slugger, I like the 88D better. As soon as I picked this one up, I felt at home with it, I felt I could use it, and I just had a really nice touch to it as well.
So I've really enjoyed playing with the new Astrox 88 rackets. They are similar to the Astrox 77s, but stiffer in the shaft and perhaps more suited to doubles with the speed of play and how precise and hard hitting you can be. My preference was for the 88S. Very, very precise, stiff shaft but fast racket, very easy to control the shuttle in those fast mid-court, forecourt defensive exchanges, attacking exchanges. The Dominate is very powerful, easy to generate the power from the rear court, but perhaps a little bit slower in the forecourt, mid-court area.
Right, so just to tell you a few differences between the Astrox range that's out from Yonex now. You can see they've all got a different colour, and to start off with, I'll talk about the Astrox 77 in yellow. Now this racket's really light, it's really quick. When you're playing with this, you're going to be able to get to any shuttle. Nothing's going to get past you. It's really good for the defence and really quick around the front and mid-court. So if you like a light racket, you like to be quick on the court, it's a good one for you. The new Astrox 88S is probably, maybe think of it as a slightly souped up version of the 77. It's not quite as light and manoeuvrable, but it's got a little bit more oomph, a little bit more bite to it, especially around the front when you're looking to kill off the shuttle. It's just a little bit sharper than the 77. Okay, and then going up again, you've got the 88D, the Dominate. So this is for the rear court player. Good power from the back, but still quite quick and manoeuvrable. Great for doubles. Okay, that's the red one. And then the blue one, the Astrox 77. This is a more heavy one, so it's for people who have a big hard swing, singles playing, a lot heavier than the other three, but great power.